Have you ever stood at the bottom of a staircase and felt a moment of hesitation, a silent negotiation with your own body? This is not a dramatic, cinematic moment, but a quiet internal dialogue, a fleeting calculation of energy versus gravity, of will versus weariness. Or perhaps you felt that unnerving wobble on uneven ground, a sudden jarring reminder that your legs, the very pillars that have carried you through life, don't feel as solid and dependable as they once did. This experience, a subtle yet profoundly unsettling erosion of physical confidence, is a thief that operates in the shadows of our daily lives. It is a creeping weakness that isn't just a number on a calendar or a new wrinkle in the mirror. It is a force that can quietly steal your confidence, your independence, and the simple, unadulterated joy of moving through the world freely and without a second thought. For countless individuals, this gradual decline feels like an inescapable verdict, a non-negotiable term in the contract of aging. Many resign themselves to this perceived reality, believing it to be an unavoidable and unchangeable part of getting older, a slow fading of the vibrant colors of an active life into the muted tones of limitation. They begin to say no more often. No to a walk in the park on a crisp autumn day. No to a spontaneous trip to the museum. No to kneeling in the garden to tend to the flowers. But what if this widely accepted narrative of inevitable decline wasn't the whole, complete story? What if that perspective was fundamentally flawed, built upon a foundation of resignation rather than possibility? What if you were told that the simple, comforting, and deeply satisfying daily ritual, one enjoyed for countless centuries across a multitude of cultures around the globe, held a powerful and scientifically validated key to not just halting this insidious decline, but to actively and methodically rebuilding your foundational strength from the inside out, cell by cell, sinew by sinew? Forget the intimidating clang of weights in a punishing gym routine, or the overwhelming prospect of a bathroom cabinet overflowing with a confusing and expensive array of complicated supplements, each promising a miracle, yet often delivering little more than confusion. The path we are about to explore is gentler, more intuitive, and woven into the very fabric of human history. Emerging and compelling modern science is now beginning to robustly confirm what ancient wisdom, from the Ayurvedic sages of India to the traditional healers of China, has long known and practiced. Certain natural humble teas possess a truly remarkable and multifaceted power to awaken tired, heavy muscles, to soothe the chronic fire of aching joints, and to reignite your body's own natural, potent energy reserves. We are not speaking of vague, unsubstantiated claims or flimsy folklore. We are talking about a tangible, accessible path to feeling stronger, more balanced, and more stable on your feet that is increasingly being backed by credible, peer-reviewed research. Consider for a moment a landmark Japanese study, a comprehensive and long-term investigation that meticulously tracked the habits and health outcomes of thousands of older adults. The researchers discovered a powerful, statistically significant, and undeniable link between daily tea consumption and the sustained, measurable muscle strength and physical performance of the participants over many years. This is not just abstract data plotted on a graph in a remote laboratory. It is the validated, lived experience of real people. It is the story of individuals like Hidechi Miyazaki, the legendary Japanese centenarian sprinter who, even as he gracefully moved past the age of 100, passionately credited his simple daily cup of tea as an indispensable cornerstone of his incredible, age-defying vitality and vigor. His life stands as a powerful testament to the idea that our daily choices, even the smallest and most pleasant ones, can accumulate into a profound reservoir of strength. In the following sections, we will embark on a detailed exploration of 3 extraordinary teas, each one a veritable powerhouse of healing properties, carefully chosen to help you walk with renewed power, stand with unwavering stability, and live with the kind of vibrant, boundless energy you may have thought was a distant memory. This is your personal invitation to reclaim the strength that is inherently yours, one warm, nourishing, and deeply restorative cup at a time. the golden elixir for soothing strength. Imagine, for a moment, the simple act of wrapping your hands around a warm, fragrant cup, the gentle steam carrying a spicy, earthy aroma that feels like a comforting internal hug for your entire body. This is the simple yet profound magic of ginger turmeric tea, a humble and accessible brew that has the potent potential to become a true game changer for anyone seeking not just stronger legs, but a clean, sustainable, and natural boost of holistic energy. If your legs have been feeling unusually heavy and leaden during your daily walks, as if you are wading through invisible molasses, or if a simple flight of stairs now leaves you feeling breathless, your heart pounding and your muscles burning with a pervasive fatigue, this golden, vibrant elixir might just become your most cherished and indispensable daily habit. Its immense power lies not in a single magical compound, but in the incredible dynamic synergy between its two core ingredients, two of the most revered roots in the pharmacopoeia of the natural world. Ginger and turmeric are, without exaggeration, nature's most potent and well-researched anti-inflammatory power couple. When they come together in a steaming infusion, they do far more than just create a delicious, zesty, and warming flavor profile. They launch a coordinated, gentle yet persistent assault on the chronic low-grade inflammation that is so often the true insidious culprit behind the sore joints, the persistent morning stiffness, and the pervasive muscle fatigue that millions mistake for the simple, unavoidable process of aging. For so many, the problem is not merely that the muscles themselves are weak. It is that the constant, nagging, underlying ache and systemic irritation make every movement feel like an arduous and unpleasant chore, creating a vicious cycle of inactivity and further weakening. This tea, in its beautiful simplicity, goes directly to the very heart of that problem, working to soothe your entire system from within, quenching the internal fires that sap your strength and vitality day after day. It is a foundational first step, creating a calm internal environment where healing and rebuilding can finally begin in earnest. But the extensive benefits of this golden brew do not stop at merely calming the storm of inflammation. The gnarled, unassuming ginger root is packed with incredibly potent bioactive compounds called gingerols and shogols, which have been scientifically and repeatedly shown to significantly enhance and promote healthy blood circulation throughout the body. Think of your legs with their complex network of muscles, tendons, and ligaments as a series of high-performance, hard-working engines. They require a constant, rich, and uninterrupted supply of oxygenated blood to perform their duties, to repair the microscopic damage of daily use, and to rebuild themselves stronger than before. When your circulation becomes sluggish, a common issue as we age, your muscles are effectively starved of the vital nutrients and oxygen they desperately need to thrive. This metabolic traffic jam is what leads directly to that all too familiar and frustrating feeling of unsteadiness, weakness, and debilitating fatigue. A daily cup of warm ginger tea acts as a gentle, natural vasodilator, stimulating and encouraging healthy blood flow, helping your legs feel more alive, more responsive, more energized, and ultimately more ready and willing to carry you with confidence and ease. Paired with this circulatory boosting action is the incredible, well-documented power of turmeric, whose brilliant golden hue comes from its primary active compound, curcumin. Curcumin is celebrated by researchers and practitioners alike for its remarkable ability to protect precious muscle tissue from catabolic breakdown and to significantly accelerate recovery after physical activity. If your knees now creak and pop with every movement, if you find yourself feeling sore and achy for days after something as simple as a short walk in the park or an hour of gardening, the curcumin in this tea can help to quiet that internal turmoil, creating a protective shield around your muscle cells and allowing them to finally do what they were exquisitely designed to do: support you, stabilize you, and power your every single move through life. It is a simple, healing, and deeply grounding tonic that supports not just the physical structure of your legs, but your entire sense of well-being and a belief in your body's own capacity for renewal, the revitalizing spark for body and mind. Now, let us shift our focus and explore a different kind of botanical alliance, a potent blend that acts like a gentle but profoundly powerful wake-up call for your entire system. From the individual muscle fibers in your legs to the intricate and delicate neural pathways in your brain. This is the magnificent synergy of ginseng green tea, a truly revitalizing and invigorating brew meticulously designed for those days when you feel utterly and completely drained, as if your internal battery is hovering at 1% and the very thought of activity feels overwhelming. If your legs often feel like they are on the verge of giving out halfway through your errands, or if you simply cannot seem to muster that inner spark, that essential motivational fire to get up and go, this ancient yet cutting-edge tea could be precisely what your body and mind have been craving. It masterfully combines two of the most legendary powerhouses of the natural world, the antioxidant-rich, purifying clarity of green tea, and the almost mythical restorative force of ginseng, a gnarled root that has been revered for thousands of years in traditional Chinese and Korean medicine as a potent weapon against all forms of fatigue and a builder of true, lasting vitality, or qi. The profound genius of the ginseng root lies in what modern scientists now call its adaptogenic properties, a fascinating and sophisticated biological function. In simpler terms, an adaptogen is a substance that helps your body become more resilient, more balanced, and better equipped to handle all forms of stress. And it is crucial to understand that the daily cumulative process of aging is, in itself, a form of chronic physiological stress on your muscles, your joints, and your nervous system. Ginseng doesn't just give you a superficial, jittery energy jolt like a shot of espresso, which often leads to a subsequent crash. Instead, it works on a much deeper, more intelligent level, helping to modulate your body's stress response system, easing that internal tension and essentially teaching your body to adapt and thrive so that your legs feel less like they are fighting an uphill battle with every single step you take. Furthermore, a growing body of compelling research has demonstrated that specific compounds in ginseng, known as ginsenosides, can directly and measurably improve muscle performance and endurance by helping your cells use oxygen more efficiently. This sophisticated biochemical process translates into very real, tangible, real-world benefits. The ability to walk further without feeling winded and needing to sit down. The capacity to climb a flight of stairs without needing to pause halfway up to catch your breath, and the stamina to run all your daily errands without feeling completely wiped out and depleted for the rest of an afternoon. When you pair this incredible adaptogenic powerhouse with the clean purity of green tea, you unlock an even greater synergistic potential. Green tea is absolutely flooded with a class of powerful antioxidants called catechins, the most famous and potent of which is epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG. These catechins wage a constant, microscopic war against the damaging free radicals that cause oxidative stress and cellular damage in your muscles and joints over the long course of time. This cumulative damage is a primary driver of the aging process at a cellular level. The EGCG in green tea helps to neutralize these damaging molecules, thereby protecting your body's natural repair and regeneration processes, which in turn helps to keep your legs feeling functionally younger, more capable, and more resilient. The combination of ginseng and green tea therefore offers a remarkably smooth, balanced, and sustained lift in both physical and mental energy. It doesn't just power your muscles, it clarifies your mind, sharpens your focus, and sparks the very motivation you need to stay active, engaged, and fully present in your own life. It is the perfect brew to start your day with intention and vigor, setting the stage for a day of confident, empowered movement. The calming anchor for deep restoration. There exists a special, almost sacred tea that works its most profound magic, not in the bright light and hustle of the day, but in the quiet, restorative sanctuary of rest and recovery. This brew does more than just support your legs in a direct, active way. It brings a profound and lasting sense of balance, calm, and foundational strength back to your entire being, addressing the root causes of weakness rather than just its symptoms. This is ashwagandha root tea, an ancient Ayurvedic remedy that might just be the crucial missing piece in your personal wellness puzzle, especially if you feel that your fatigue is tied to stress, anxiety, or poor sleep. Ashwagandha, like ginseng, is another celebrated adaptogen, but its true and unique gift lies in its remarkable ability to help your body masterfully manage stress, combat the deep, soul-crushing fatigue that stems from it, and to heal more effectively from the cumulative wear and tear of age and daily life. As we grow older, our muscles are not just affected by the simple mechanics of inactivity. They are deeply and negatively impacted by the physiological cascade of chronic stress, the profound deficit of restorative sleep, and the natural age-related decline of key anabolic hormones that govern muscle tone, repair, and energy levels. Ashwagandha, a herb known in Ayurveda as a rasayana or rejuvenator, directly and powerfully addresses these often overlooked root causes of physical decline, providing a solid foundation upon which true strength can be rebuilt. It is the anchor that holds the ship steady, allowing the crew to make repairs. Imagine waking up in the morning and, instead of being immediately greeted by that familiar dreaded feeling of stiffness, aches, and a sense of overwhelming dread about the demands of the day ahead, you feel grounded, you feel calm, you feel centered. You stretch your legs, and instead of feeling heavy, reluctant, and unresponsive, they feel more supple, more rested, and more ready to move. This is the subtle yet truly transformative shift that countless individuals have experienced with the regular consumption of ashwagandha. It works primarily by helping to regulate the production of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. When we are perpetually worried, anxious, or sleep deprived, our bodies are flooded with an excess of cortisol. While essential for short-term fight or flight responses, chronically high levels of cortisol are incredibly destructive. This hormone actively signals the body to break down valuable muscle tissue, a process called catabolism, for a quick source of energy, and it severely disrupts the deep sleep cycles necessary for repair. Ashwagandha sends a powerful calming signal to your nervous system, specifically the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis, telling it you are safe, you can stand down, and you can now shift your body's precious resources away from a state of constant, draining alarm and towards one of rest, digest, and repair. This fundamental shift alone is monumental for muscle preservation and growth, as it allows your body to finally prioritize the rebuilding and restoration of your tissues. But clinical studies have also shown that ashwagandha can directly increase muscle strength, improve muscle mass, and enhance balance in older adults who engage in resistance training. It also appears to nurture nerve health, strengthening the crucial communication superhighway between your brain and your legs, leading to better coordination, faster reaction times, and a feeling of being more in control of your own body. Perhaps most importantly, a warm, earthy cup of ashwagandha tea in the evening is a renowned promoter of deeper, more restorative sleep, that sacred, non-negotiable time when our muscles truly repair, rebuild, and grow stronger. It is a tea not just for stronger muscles, but for a stronger, calmer, and more resilient foundation for your entire life. The path forward, a daily ritual of strength. We have journeyed together through the unique landscapes of three powerful, natural, and historically significant teas, each one offering a distinct and complementary pathway to reclaiming your physical power and your sense of autonomy. We have explored the golden elixir, ginger turmeric tea, as our primary tool to soothe the chronic, underlying inflammation that causes pain and stiffness, while simultaneously invigorating the circulatory system to deliver life-giving nutrients to our hard-working muscles. We have discovered the revitalizing spark, ginseng green tea, as our ally for those days requiring renewed energy and endurance, a blend that sharpens both body and mind, helping cells to use oxygen more efficiently and protecting them from oxidative damage. And we have come to appreciate the calming anchor, ashwagandha root tea, as the foundational brew that anchors our body in a state of calm, manages the destructive effects of chronic stress, and promotes the deep restorative healing that can only happen during quality sleep. These are not merely warm, comforting beverages to be enjoyed sporadically. They are accessible, affordable, and potent daily tools that can empower you to stand taller, to walk steadier, and to move through your life with a newfound sense of grace, confidence, and freedom from pain. They represent a proactive stance against the narrative of decline, a daily vote in favor of your own vitality. But as we conclude this exploration, it is essential to recognize that the most potent and perhaps the most surprising ingredient in this entire restorative process is not found in any single root, leaf, or exotic compound. The true underlying secret to unlocking the profound benefits we have discussed lies in the simple, quiet, yet transformative act of consistency. It is the ritual itself, the mindful, intentional practice of taking a few dedicated moments each and every day to do something deeply nourishing and restorative for yourself that ultimately unlocks the deepest and most lasting benefits. Choosing to mindfully prepare and brew one of these teas daily becomes more than just a health habit. It becomes an affirmation, a quiet but firm declaration to yourself and to the world that you are profoundly invested in your own strength, your own health, and your own vitality. This small, consistent, and pleasurable act, especially when it is combined with other positive lifestyle choices like gentle, regular movement and a belief in your body's incredible, innate capacity to heal and adapt, can create a powerful, positive feedback loop that generates real, tangible, and lasting improvements in your quality of life. You absolutely deserve to feel strong again. You deserve to trust your legs to carry you wherever you wish to go, whether it is up a mountain trail or simply up the stairs to bed without a second thought. You deserve to embrace each new day not with hesitation and trepidation, but with a wellspring of energy, a confident sense of balance, and a renewed, exhilarating sense of personal freedom. The power to change your story is already within you, and it can begin with something as simple and as beautiful as a single warm cup.